Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here, and it's time for a new video. And as you can see from the title, as you can see from the video, as you can see from that introduction right there, one of the best in footballing history in my opinion. And the song, Blur, Song 2, which was a piss take of the grunge era, which they obviously weren't fans of, and then it ends up being the biggest hit. Well, joke's on you lads. But yeah, absolutely legendary song, and of course game, and there's some great music in this outright, to be honest with you. A few Crystal Method songs, and I don't know if there's one or two other artists as well. Copyright is certainly going to get me here. If any videos are a problem, I'll just have to re-upload it and do something about it, you know, just do a voiceover in the menus, but the bulk of our time here won't be in the menus. I thought about not doing it with the music in the background, but having a look at someone else's playthrough, it actually just got recommended to me yesterday just by chance on YouTube, and been enjoying watching this guy's content, to be honest. And yeah, he's not muted it, so why should I? Let's stick two fingers up at YouTube, we'll risk it and we'll see what happens. You know, 9 times out of 10 it just says, oh, this is copyright, and we're going to put what the song is under the video, but sometimes it might block it in a certain country, or there might be a strike or something like that, but you don't know until you upload it. But it's a lack of consistency and not knowing what's quite simply going to happen that is the issue. But ladies and gentlemen, this is FIFA 98 Road to World Cup. I absolutely loved this football game as a kid, and my gaming history, the first football game I ever played was FIFA 95 on the Sega Mega Drive, and I never played the ISS games on the Mega Drive. I think there was one, the first, I do believe. And around about this time, I had a PS1, and my brother had a friend who had an N64, and I played ISS 64, and then within the year I played ISS 98. ISS Pro 98, we did a Let's Play of that last year, ladies and gentlemen, on the channel. Immense fun. ISS Pro Evolution, ISS Pro Evolution 2, all the Pro Evolution soccer games, for me, the best football games ever made. And the FIFA games, after this, after 99, I think they went downhill until the late PS2 era, and then the 360 PS3 era, they were really good as Pro Evolution Soccer declined. These days, of course, as we know, the state of gaming, the state of football, the state of football gaming, an absolute complete and utter shambles. How has it come to this? How can it be? Well, money takes precedence, and we need to look away from the license and, oh, wait up, it's starting its own game, and just focus on the gameplay and the fun of it. But the Zoomers want the packs, they want to be packing Ronaldo and the big players, and that matters more than the gameplay, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. Look at that, in Japan I've got a striker called Lopez. But basically, ladies and gentlemen, why are we doing a... Hi there, I'm pleased you could join. Thank you very much, Desmond. Why are we doing a Let's Play of this? It's just immense fun. I think gameplay-wise, this is one of the best FIFA games. Do I think this is as good as the best ISS games? No, I don't. It's much more arcadey, end-to-end, downright ridiculous and daft and all over the place. The goalkeepers in this game, they beg a belief. They are absolutely shambolic. It doesn't matter who they are, they're capable of utter madness. They can give the ball away, they can have the ball at the feet and not pick it up when they should, vice versa. They can handball the ball easily outside their own area, and funnily enough, it's not a yellow card. There's a dedicated button for fouling people in this game, like punching them, like pushing them violently, and you get a red card most of the time. There's a dive button as well, which is ludicrous. The game is very silly, but very, very fun. But at the same time, I do like getting and having realistic matches in this game too. And there are a lot of mechanics that I do like, and I do think the game is still fun. But what I would say is I don't think there's any need for... It's awesome that you can play 45-minute matches, but the score lines on this game are going to be utterly farcical if you play on anything above 6 minutes. Now, we're going to be playing on 4 minutes, but the clock is going to stop out of play. One of my issues with this game is that the score lines are either too low or too high. I can never get a perfect realistic balance, but that's because this game is not more of a simulation. It's pure arcade fun. But let's have how to play and have a lot of goals, or a few more goals. I did play with 4 minutes continuous. The clock just keeps going, but then all the games ended 0-0. Time display on, all these things on, kit clashing, that made me rage before, but I can't be bothered getting into the story. Classic cam is the best in my opinion. Random weather, gameplay, offside, injuries on, referees want them random. Some cool stats here though, not stats, but cool options that you can change, I should say. You can turn bookings off, how ridiculous. You can have 5 substitutes, you can have unlimited, just 3. We're going to have fatigue on, that's during the matches. Player attributes, normal. Catch-up logic we don't want on, because that's bullshit. It means the AI will cheat, basically. There's the audio. And we are going to be playing on the hardest difficulty, which is World Class. This game's a challenge, no doubt about that. You play on World Class and you play as a shit team. It's tough. This game's weird with the statistics. With the old ISS Pro games and Pro Evolution Soccer, you feel amazing playing as the best players, and you feel the difference, and you feel powerful with them. In this game, you can feel that with the best players, but at the same time, any player is capable of having a brain fart and some crazy bullshit going on, so I don't think it matters as much. But yeah, we're playing on World Class, and it is quite tough, and we don't know what team we're going to be, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thing. Now, this episode is going to be longer than the other episodes. I still don't know how I'm going to be recording these videos, and it might well be dictated by which qualifying group we go in and what area of the world we're in. What I mean by that is, in South America, it's like a league. In Europe, it's like a mini league. In some, it's like a knockout. It's all over the place. Some are much bigger than others in terms of the amount of games and teams you play. So I'm going to decide what to do based on what team we are. And I'm really, really excited, guys, because the amount of teams you can play as in this game, it's got to be the most ever in a FIFA game. I don't know about other games that have existed footballing wise, but yeah, so many teams, and EA would not dare put this much effort in these days. So many teams, and you can edit teams, you can have a league. Decent amount of content, I would say, for 97. It's a shame that you can't customise your own league and cup though. Skill mode on, AI assisted headers off, automatic crosses, yeah, on. You can turn the pass back off, so you can play it like rules before 1990, before they got rid of that. But yeah, I used to love this game back in the day as a kid, and I remember getting triggered by that disc loading icon, because I had a legit copy of this, and then I also first had an illegal copy, because my dad knew someone who could get chipped PS1s, as everyone did back in the day, put the spring at the back of the console, got it for like £2, and got loads of fucking classics. Good times. Don't do piracy, kids, it's not cool. Qualifying rounds, what this is all about, and as we can see, it starts as England, because I'm playing the English version. I did ISS Pro 98 and ISS Pro Evolution 2 as England, and that would be really fun, but look at all these teams it can be, guys. In the modern day, you can't play a football game as Cook Islands. EAFC, you're not playing as Cook Islands. You're not playing as Cyprus, you know? Awesome. AFC, all these Asian teams, CAF, African teams. Who are we going to be? Because we could be like Cameroon and be one of the big teams there, get into the World Cup though, and all of a sudden, you're not one of the big teams. So, I'm going to close my eyes. And I guess I didn't know. What a fucking banger this is. These guys have made some good songs. Right, and we're going to be in that area of the world. I don't know what I picked. I can't see, because my eyes are closed. I'm going to hit the start button. And then we're going to find out what team we are. But I'm only going to open my eyes when I see the group. I'm not going to open them yet. I am now. Now, I did, and I swear down, I promise you this. This is some fucking, well, I don't know. This is some Twilight Zone shit. It's actually not. It's called a coincidence. I'm going to show you guys something here, right? I did a test, and you probably already know where this is going, earlier today, just to get a grip on the sound of the microphone. Still bollocks probably, but I did a little test and had a bit of fun with the game just to get used to it. Again, not played this in a few months on my emulator. I'm going to load a state up. Now, how about that? My eyes were closed. I promise you. I did that 6 hours ago. And I didn't really want to delete this save, but I thought, nah, just fuck it. We'll roll with it. I'm having a lot of fun. As you can see, I've won 2, drawn 4. I'm thinking in this group, second will have you in the playoff, and finishing top will have you win the group. All the other teams will be knocked out. I want some more. And there's 9 groups here. And yeah, what are the chances? Now, I could start again as Slovenia, but I don't want to. But how the fucking hell did that happen 2 times in a row? I want to play as a different team, that's why I've done that. That is mad. We are. Oh shit, we're in Africa. The plane's down in Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Who are we? And what are we doing here? This could be a fucking disaster. We're not going to be that good of a team now, but could we be one of the best African teams? I'm kind of happy it's in Africa. It's going to be funny, man. South Africa! Oh, nice. Okay, how sick. And we're playing against Malawi. This is incredible. Now, as we can see, this is over 2 legs. But I don't know if it goes into a group because there's shitloads of teams here. Let's just go into team management. By the way, look at some of this shit, ladies and gentlemen. You've got aggression here. Mark Fish used to play for Bolton, remember him. And yeah, look at that. Nutter. 1997. They were different times, ladies and gentlemen. Could you imagine them trying to get away with that these days? But yeah, you can change the aggression. I just leave it on default. Change the positioning of the players as well. Look at that. That's awesome. Really cool that you could do that back in 97. Attacking bias is how far forward they go. We should be winning this next match, but anything is possible. We are going to go quite attacking naturally, and we're playing 4-4-2. A lot of teams do play with a sweeper in this game. And to be honest with you, although you don't usually see that these days, on this game it's a necessity because sometimes your players play a really high line by default. But yeah, Mark Fish and Lucas Radaby at the back, it's pretty good. Eric Tinkler, remember him, he played for Barnsley. I don't remember these players, I don't remember any of them. Sean Bartlett used to play for Charlton back in the day. Regardless though, South Africa should be qualifying, and did they qualify for World Cup 98? I do not know. I should probably do a little bit of research in regards to how the fuck we qualify here. You would have thought maybe back in the day they would have done that, but they've not. Standings just show you. You can see what's going on around the world as well. But here we have it. And you get these awesome introductions on this game as well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, South Africa actually have their own stadium. How cool is that? Cool. Needless to say, I do not know any of the Malawi players, but it's just cool seeing all these players here, and it's like, wow, this is nearly 30 years ago. How much research did they do? How correct is their research for its time? Who knows? But yeah, June the 2nd, but this is 96, because of course we are qualifying for the 98 World Cup. And it's raining! Brilliant. The rain's down in Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Motherfucking Toto FC here. And some of these African kits are absolutely wild. There's only one John Mawson. One John. Right, I've got to concentrate here because we are on the hardest difficulty. Is this the camera I wanted? Andy Gray would just like to see a good clean game. I'm not getting sacked from Sky. From insinuating. I can't remember what he was doing actually. It was a Georgie Thompson back in the day, if you remember her. Dear Lord, she was attractive. But let's admit it, his behaviour was totally unacceptable. But Andy Gray was fantastic. I do miss his commentary on Sky. He always said the right thing. Oh! Now, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Show it, yeah, let's go for an in-swinger here. Look at this guy's haircut. Oh! You have to hold the button down, ladies and gentlemen, on this game with headers. Radaby. 14! Oh, look at the goalkeeper. Oh, shit! Oh, it's the side netting. Wide of the goal. Look at the goalkeeper's kits as well. It's those kind of kits in the early 90s. I remember seeing it on TV. There were a few occasions. I can't remember for the life of me what goalkeeper it was. Somebody in the YouTube comments will know. They're always clever, the YouTube commenters. A child developed his dad's football kit for one of the Premier League teams. Kid of one of the goalkeepers. Don't know how they allowed it, and it was pretty atrocious as you'd expect. But in general, in the early mid-90s, goalkeeping kits were just crazy. And they're designed like that in this game. So you will see some wild kits. Now, I don't know if away goals will count here. But Elizé. Oh, shit. I've just realised something. The clock is on continuous. So as you can see, when the ball's out of play, it's still going. That's not what I wanted. Fucking jeez Christ. But what I do like about this game is you can tweak the settings mid-tournament. Awesome. Why shouldn't you be allowed to? Eric Tinkler gives away a free kick. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Oh my god. The goalkeeper in no man's land, and you will see that on this game, ladies and gentlemen. You really will. The AI like to loop balls into the box, and sometimes they score diving headers that way. It's totally ridiculous, but there we go. But this is 4 minutes, not 2 minutes. So you're getting some perspective here on how quick these games go. Oh, shit. Okay, Eric Tinkler. Yellow carded, he certainly will, John. It's going to be half time. We've got one chance before half time. Oh. The South African fans are not going to be happy. Oh. Expected to win this. There's World Cup qualification on the line, people.
How do you see this one, Andy? Well, both sides tight at the back, so little room to create anything around the box. And that may change as the legs get a little tired later in the game.
Spot on, Andy. You've got that right, mate. Now, just like the ISS Pro Evolution Soccer games, ladies and gentlemen, players' form is random. So there's an arrow system, just like the Pro Ev games, kind of, and yeah. You can only see that before, not before you start, but after you start the game. Never really liked that. Come on. Ref, bloody hell, sometimes he just does not. Go on. He's still rolling. He's not happy, this fellow. You can blame him. Gone for the long one, the keeper. Fucking hell, I thought that was goalkeeper then. That's why I shot. But how cool is it? An on-screen referee, just to put that into perspective, there wasn't an on-screen referee in Pro Ev until Pro Ev 4, I don't think. Or 5. It's a lot later. A whole generation of a leap, gaming-wise.
Oh, that's a good save. You know, those are never easy for the keeper. Kumalo.
Go on.
Neatly collected by the defender.
Bloody hell, there's a massive gap in that midfield, lads.
Boutalese.
Boutalese.
Boutalese. Great skill there.
Getting more of a grip all, but there's no real midfield battles in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you're just passing along the ground, you're going to lose it very quickly. Radaba.
Boutalese. Calmly done.
70th minute. Don't know what I'm going to do here. Brilliant play. Best play of the game. Ooh. Like I said, guys, this is the hardest difficulty. Fucking hell, there's 4 of them around him. 70th minute.
He just looks invincible.
It's quite a few. So you see the bio there? I don't know it's called bio. What the fuck's that about? But this is how simple I go with this game. Player in a similar kind of position, make the sub. As you can see, FAT is fatigue. We don't have another striker who is on form, so I'm just going to bring on one other crap striker for another attacking bias. Let's get these men running a little further forward. The Masked Singer.
Well collected.
Take it off. Great crowd chants in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Great audio for its time.
Well played.
Great commentary, of course.
Good passing move.
Graphics. I mean, this game was made in '97. You've got to say it's pretty good graphically. Oh, man. It's hard not to use a slide tackle in this game. There you go. Oh! Trip me, you dickhead.
He'll get a yellow card for that and should have no complaints.
Now, I'm not going to put it in the mixer. Tinkler's just going to dink it here to this fella. Well, it looks like time is running out. Like Matt Bellamy in 2003, ladies and gentlemen.
Well cut out.
Long before he sold out. But we just do not look like scoring. Malawi will be absolutely over the moon with this.
Here at this ground, and I must say, we've been very well treated since arriving today.
Oh, that's nice to hear, John. Can't believe this. I mean, the thing is with this Let's Play, guys, I'm not expecting to win the World Cup with South Africa on the hardest difficulty. Usually, go on, when people upload sports Let's Plays like this, they aim to win the World Cup, but we're playing on the hardest difficulty, and let's admit it, we're playing as a team who, if they did qualify for the World Cup, would be chewed up by some of the big and better teams. But there we have it. It finishes goalless. I think the best thing to do is do 2 games for this one video. But fucking hell, if we lose away to Malawi, it's already over. So basically, I guess, I want to get a certain way into the competition. I want to qualify for the World Cup. Pardon me, food repeating away there. But yeah, that'd be 3 games minimum. And I don't know, in this part of the world, what happens after the second legs. I'm guessing, you can see they're round 1, so maybe there's just another set of 2 legs. I guess I didn't know. Anything can happen in this game, by the way. Togo beat Senegal, which, I don't know. Togo had a decent team in the 2000s. Senegal did in the 90s and 2000s. Ivory Coast has smashed Congo. So now we're away to Malawi. We're gonna go for it, boys. How good's that? Look, I don't like the statistics there on the players, Because one, like FIT means fit. I know that. That means, does that mean pace? But doesn't that mean speed? That means speed. Tactical aggression. But you forget what players are good at. So it's kind of dumb. Holy shit, look at that guy's name. Kumantarakis. That's Greek to me. I guess I didn't know. I guess I didn't know. So, I guess I didn't know. We're going to have it out of play now instead of continuous. And we're going to get the Cameroon intro here. These intros are sick, man. And the information it gives you about the stadium. Let's have a swig of water. Watch it be raining again. I'm not saying it doesn't rain in these kind of countries, but it just makes me laugh. Let's have it, lads. Really don't want to go out before this begins, for God's sake. Can't upload this. So the difference here is now we don't need to worry about the ball going out to play. One thing that I really love about this game, and I find it cinematic and entertaining, and sometimes I'm mashing the start button to continue the game, but other times I'm happy for it to happen. I like these sequences here where obviously you can see the teams at the bottom. You know, this is nothing new, the players running onto the pitch, but if there's a throw-in, if there's a corner, if there's a goal kick, if there's a foul, you see a lot of different animations that stop the game, like you would in a real football match. And obviously these days, you take that kind of shit for granted, of course, but for a 1997 game, it was absolutely awesome and really engrossing. And yeah, it's cool. We'll see a few in this game, of course, and we'll talk about them when they happen. Now we're away. I don't know if there are away goals here. Number 7, he's got a free kick in a dangerous area. That bloke's already on a yellow. Ooh, bloody hell. The speed of light though, the goalkeeper makes a save. Like I said, all the goalkeepers are culpable and capable of utter howlers in this game. Of course, you saw before that I was playing as Slovenia. Well, Denmark were in that group, and Peter Schmeichel made a howler. He really did. And so did my goalkeeper.
Yes, he's made a good save there, and there's every right to be pleased, John.
Brilliant. That's okay. Goes down the byline, whips across in. Ooh, somebody misses it. Oof. Now, Malawi are just booting the ball up at the moment. And like I said, you can't really have midfield battles in this game. It's just not possible. But yet and still, there are different play styles. These men know that they're underdogs here in the shit, so they're just booting the ball up most of the time. I find the radar hard to use in this game, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a good place to have it in the top right anyway, and I don't think you can change that. It should be at the bottom of the screen, really. But, I don't know, I just... With the IS... Go on! Oh, good save from the keeper. Straight at him, though, to be fair. With the ISS games, it didn't hurt my eyes, but it does. With FIFA. Kumalo.
Nice clean tackle there.
There's quite a lot of different moves in this game as well, though. You know, a lot of different buttons going on. A lot of different skill moves. Like I said, you can dive. There's a red card button. You can do a 1-2, which I can't quite remember how to do. It's not as good as it is in ISS Pro Evo 2, for example, where it's overpowered, but yeah. Try the skill there. Oh, he's in! Is he on? Oh. Straight at the keeper. But this is it, isn't it? This is why it's fun to play on the hardest difficulty. And I'm certainly being challenged here. I'm not great at this game. I never was. Ooh, as a kid, but obviously South Africa should be beating Malawi, but it's nice to just get a challenge and it not be so easy. It's a quick pace, and it isn't in the settings, ladies and gentlemen, but you can't actually make this game slower or faster. I don't really know why you'd want to make it faster. It is quite a fast game, but it's not bad because of it being fast. 14! Oh, the goalkeeper makes a good save, and it goes behind for a corner. That's something else I like about this game. You never quite know what the fuck is going to happen after the keeper's made the save. It's... Oh! Like that, it's unpredictable where the ball goes. It's not set in stone. You never quite know what's going to happen. And it's exciting because of that. In a way that a lot of the later FIFA games, even the FIFA games I would argue on the PS2, are not like that. I just find them more dull. You know, I think gameplay-wise, the best FIFA games are the ones on the 360, PS3. But I haven't played a football game in a long time.
As the game goes on, though, I can see things opening up and the front men getting more space to create things.
Possibly right there, Andy. Now is the time. Let's put our attackers on. 2 times more attacking, and go on, let's have Sean Bartlett on instead of that guy. He's relatively tired. I know he's a left winger, but this game doesn't give a fuck. Don't get caught up in the stats too much, or the tactics. It's awesome that they're there, but they don't matter that much. They matter a bit, but not as much as probably the ISS and Pro Evo games at the time. Just because they're the Konami football games, is a differentiating them. Oh! He's chipped it! Could have gone in. Could have gone in. Now, we are dictating proceedings here. Brilliant. The mass singer, number 15, he's chipped it again for some reason. Oh. You double tap circle, and you do the chip. When you're so excited to shoot, you can accidentally chip. It happens quite a bit in this game. Right into the keeper's arms. The Malawi fans are going wild, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we go. Whips across in. Is that too deep? It is not. It hits the post. Why did I chip it again? Saved. Oh my fucking god. Oh. That was actually a cross. I hit the square button. But it looked like a shot. And did you see the keeper's animation there? He was scrambling. And I love that. Awesome animation. As it went over the bar. But we are having some shots here. We're getting into the last 30 minutes. And it's on a knife edge already. It really is. And I do think... Oh shit. Oh, the fuck has that gone in? It's theory. And I've got a theory. That was absolute bullshit. How has that gone in, ladies and gentlemen? Well, this just cannot happen. It cannot be. We're going to have to put 3 up front, I think. Number 27. Hit the fucking ball. Oh my god. Yeah, let's have it. Double tap for chip. When this game's so chaotic, you'll be double tapping anyway by default, you fucking Canadian idiots. Christ almighty. And look how high our line is now. I've not even made a change, man. I've not even done anything. When the AI are behind on this game, we've not seen it yet. Hopefully we will, but Yeah, they will do everything they can to get back in the game. Low cross. Equaliser. Madigage. 20 minutes left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Tinkler low along the ground, and sometimes with this game, and by the way, that's another bad piece of goalkeeping right there. Should have got that. Now, we're going to find out if it stays like this, if there's away goals. I get the feeling there's not going to be. Justice for away goals. I miss them in the Champions League and in other competitions. Maybe we won't need them though. Oof. Look at the position of the goalkeeper as he saves that. He's fucking facing backwards, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome yourself to FIFA Road to World Cup 98. Absolute madness. Oh. Sometimes as well that happens where the ball is just kind of in, oh what the fuck, it's in no man's land and you don't know what's going to happen. Great chest down there from 27. Number 15, fucking hell. Keeper, 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 keeper. Thank you. Let's make a change. Quite a lot of their players are on form here, which is probably worrying. Torvi's going to come off for Confela. Ooh, just about.
South Africa make a change, and on comes the substitute. Only one
change
allowed now. A throw in.
Awesome, look at that, a great detail there. Motson telling us only one more change allowed. For 97, really good. Ladies and gentlemen, what the fuck?
Wonderful football.
Thank you, goalkeeper, for picking that up. Catch it. I'm not looking at the clock. I'm just acting like I need a goal. Even if we go through on away goals, we're attacking because we're bloody South Africa and we're better than these men. Here's Eric Tinkler. Here's number 14. Could he win it late on? He has done! It's Masinga! Take it off! If you don't understand the reference, ladies and gentlemen, there's a programme here in the UK. I think we actually got it from the USA called The Masked Singer. It's pretty degenerate, but yeah, there we go. Now, if there's no away goals, we have just won that. We've stolen it at the death. 2-1.
Their supporters go home happy after a really good all-round performance. This will doubtless be a boost to the confidence of the players, and we can expect them to be really fired up for the next game.
Yeah. One of the issues with this game is Motson, if you win, or if a team win, and it doesn't end in a 0-0 draw or a draw, he always repeats that dialogue, and it gets really grating. The commentary in this game for 97 is fantastic, I think, but I wish they just gave him 1 or 2 more lines of dialogue for the games, because that gets really grating. Now, if we'd have won the first leg 2-1, being away from home, this wouldn't seem that close after the first leg. But of course, 0-0 at home and then just scraping through 2-1 in the last minute, not good. I bet I could Google if well, probably the rules have changed since '98, but yeah. I don't think away goals will count, so we would have needed that. Now it's round 2. I'm going to save the state, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll tell you why. Because for some reason I'm using RetroArch here. Ooh, and on RetroArch, it crashes the game sometimes. We'll find out. Now I'm just going to save the state. We'll be okay here, but ding, boom, 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 boom. I can load the state up if this doesn't work. Damn, bam, better, badam, bam, bam, run it, bam, bam. Copyright up the arse here. And I've got a Chelsea campaign. There, it's crashed again. You hear that? You hear that? Bam, bam. You should only hear 1 bam, but you heard 2 bang bangs. And now it's crashed. Answers on a postcard, guys. Any of you want to help explain why the fuck that's happening? That'd be much appreciated. Memory card's not full. It's nothing about it being full because it gives me the opportunity to overwrite it. But yeah, it just crashes. So Here's one I made earlier. We're going to use save states instead. Woo! But as we can see, we've got groups now. Groups of 4. Champions League style. Ivory Coast and Cameroon in a group. Egypt and Ghana. Guinea and Mozambique already played. Dr. Congo, as I used to call him as a kid, they're in there. Tunisia as well. And this is interesting because if you do like European qualifying campaign, well, that's just that. That is what happened. You get mostly groups of 5, but there was always some groups of 6. I still think that's the way it is with World Cup qualifying in Europe. And it's quite peculiar. Different continents do it differently, and there's no best way, or maybe you guys think there are, but here it's like, I don't know if this is the final round now. I bet it's not. Anyway, peculiar. Thanks for watching, guys. We're through. And now I'm guessing, let's just have a look here. I've just saved the state, obviously. But I want to see how many games, because the schedule's there. It's tough here, by the way. Liberia. Oh, shit. What's his name? The guy who used to play for AC Milan. Is he going to be playing for Liberia? Or was that Libya? We'll find out. George Weah, that's it. Morocco and Togo. This ain't easy anymore. Away, home, away. Yeah, so you play them twice. It's complete and utter Champions League style. The question is how many teams qualify, 1 or 2. I hope it's 2, but I've got a bad feeling it'll be 1. It better not be, because we might not be going through. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in the next video. We're away to Morocco, and I might do 3 games per video. We'll see.